OfficePro. Once you have a visit on your schedule, you can mouse over the E button and click on the E button to bring up the encounter window. The encounter window will provide you a space to add in services, products, payments, create documents, as well as follow-up information. Let's start by adding a service. Just click in the box at the top and start typing a service information in. Once you've found a service that works for you, you can choose it out of the list and it'll apply to the visit. You can add as many services as you'd like, and once those services are added, you can manage the diagnosis codes by clicking on the DX button here. The DX button allows you to assign up to 4 diagnosis codes from the ICD-10 database. It'll also bring in patient history. If that history is in ICD-9, you can search for ICD-10 codes right from that same spot. You can type in a new search here as well to search for codes that match the search criteria in ICD-10. And of course you can bring in as many codes as might be necessary. You can assign each of the codes to each of the services on the visit if you like by checking that box. If there's more than one code, that checkbox will apply. And then when you're done, you can hit Edit Encounter Service, and that will save it and apply the diagnosis codes to each of the services. You can add products as well by just typing into the box and bringing up a list of products that you'd like. If you continue to search, it will filter until you find the product that you'd like. When you click on a product, the system knows whether or not that product is in inventory or not, and offers you to create a dropship order if that is not in the inventory at that time. If you want, just click yes, and that will actually allow you to create an order that will go directly to the default vendor that you've specified for that product. You can also dose the product for today's visit. It'll come up with the default dosing instructions that you've specified for the product, and then you can adjust that appropriately for today's patient. Once that's added to the encounter, that information gets translated to longhand. And you can see here we have the products and services that we want. We can go to the Payments tab and collect payment information. If the patient is paid with a Visa MasterCard or cash or check, you can choose those options right here and then put in a reference number here to tie it back to the system for reference later. Once the visit is paid, you'll see it marked paid and the balance being 0 at the bottom, and you can save and document the visit. When you save and document the visit, the system creates a PDF version of the encounter form, which is the receipt. It's branded to your practice with your custom header at the top, has all the practice, provider, and of course patient information to make this a nice legal document, and it has of course all of the information that the patient might need for their own records, as well as to build to, let's say, a health savings account. Once the encounter has been saved, you'll see that the encounter document or button on the visit now looks like a piece of paper instead of a gray button, and that's to indicate that the receipt has been created. You can still access the information, but of course you'll go to the receipt first. You can hit the edit button in the top corner to get back in and make any changes as necessary. From the encounter form as well, you can manage the documents that you've created and actually create other types of documents. You can create a super bill document. The super bill actually takes off of the receipt the products and only puts onto it services with CPT codes and ICD-9 codes. And these are, it also says at the top that this is offered as a courtesy. This is for your patient to bill to their own health insurance company. And of course, you can email that to the patient as well. You're also able to create a shipping invoice, and this puts the patient's address and shipping information in the top left-hand corner, so you can send of this. This will actually print, when printed, this will fit when tri-folded into a A10 glass windowed envelope. You can also upload as many documents as you'd like into the system right from here. You also can schedule follow-up appointment and follow-up reminders from the follow-up tab. So adding a reminder is very easy. Just click on a reminder. You can set the date in which you want to be reminded, and then you can choose the reminder action. We'll have the doctor call. Great, that message is now on file. You can also schedule a follow-up appointment right from here. You can choose the duration of the follow-up appointment and then the time frame. And the system will calculate all the time that that doctor has available within the week of the time frame chosen. Once processed, you can choose the time that will coordinate with the patient that works and add that visit to the schedule. If that is the next visit on the schedule, when you save and document the encounter, you'll see at the very bottom of the document, of the encounter document, is an appointment reminder for that patient to remind them of that upcoming visit. That's a quick overview of how to handle encounters in OfficePro. Good luck, and we hope you enjoy using the OfficePro Practice Management Service.